Welcome back, Space Cadets, to more Space Quest 6, the final Spinal Frontier. Alright. Roger's gone rogue. We're in the anti-anomaly at this point. Who's this douchebag?
Sir, I am unable to access the navigational computer. I am guessing that it may have overloaded just as the divalium crystal somehow went offline. Once repairs have been made and the shuttle engines have been refired, I believe I can follow the deep ship's ion trail back to Delta Berxilon 5.
That would be quite cool, Manuel. You sure about that?
Once the divalium crystal has been repaired, our electrical system re-established, and the engines fired, I am 97.2% certain.
Why only 97.2%?
I judged 97.2% to sound more hip to our audience than would 100. You would have to mention it.
Sorry.
Don't apologize to me. It's the players you ruined it for.
Gosh, Roger. Movies and games.
You pull the handle and hear something release on the outside of the shuttle.
And pop the hood while we're at it. Gonna need some glue and some duct tape.
It's the pump you retrieved from the shuttle trunk. It reminds you of one of those hand pumps you use when the astrohead plugs up. It's a tube of Elmo's Gluzol. It's the most indispensable item in the universe. Duct tape.
That it is.
The shuttle. Careful.
Looking good, Roger. Looking ravishing.
These are the shuttle's jumper cables. That sure doesn't make you feel real secure about this spacecraft if those are standard equipment. It's the help sign from the shuttle's trunk.
Awesome. For emergencies.
That's delightfully...
Put on our help sign now. Even more time passing. Finally.
Hello, sweetheart. You look like you could use a little assistance. Is there anything I can do?
Well, yes, there is. Thanks for stopping.
Well, you just name it, I guess.
It seems I've stalled my engines. Could you give me a jump? I have cables.
I'd jump you in a heartbeat, dollface. I guess you must have got caught up in that anti-anomaly. It can be a real pain in the... Well, anyway, let's get it done.
Let's get you done.
Well, here's your end of the cables.
I'll let you know when I'm all hooked up. Contact!
That was a terrible movie. Okay, now when you're gonna need our recall sheet. First, let's just hook it up random.
Okay, Manual. We're all hooked up. Give it a try.
Oh, that's wrong.
You pick strange methods of getting a charge out of life. It's the recall. It reads, "Dear Ham Shuttle owner, it has come to our attention that there is a minor misprint in the owner's manual for the 1000 series of shuttles. Until a new manual can be acquired, please disregard page 73, paragraph 4 of that manual."
Alright. Match the positive end with the U pole and the negative end with the O pole.
Okay, Manual. We're all hooked up. Give it a try.
Oops!
You pick strange methods of... It's the It reads...
If any moron knows when jumping the 1000 series, please match the plus cable end with
What was that? It's the It reads, "Dear Ham Shuttle..."
Well, the only other symbol it could be is this one here.
Okay, Manual. We're all hooked up. Give it a try.
Except it's upside down. Sounds like that did the trick.
Bye-bye, Sugar Bunny. I gotta be running along.
Hey, thanks
Notice
for
her
stopping
name's
to help
Wrigley.
me.
Little
See ya.
Ripley homage from the movie Aliens. And there's another one. Don't forget to take this fishy fish out out of the engine.
You neatly replace the EVA suit in its proper place.
Whoa, groovy.
Wow. Crystal seems to have broken. I swear, it wasn't me.
Now
Never
we're
fear.
in deep.
Hey,
have
I've gotten us
you.
this far, haven't I?
Yes, and what a wonderful place it is. How did I get hooked up in this deal? My agent's going to be hearing from me big time. This button opens and closes. This...
We'll take the little crystal there out of the data quarter.
You pour glue all over the crystal. It would appear... You hold the glue-coated segment to the broken divalium crystal for 10 seconds to set the glue.
Good work, sir. I believe I can now follow the ion trail of Deep Ship 86 back to Delta Berxalon 5.
You summon the ability to leave it...
Let's do this. Let's head to Lab A.
Wow, a mad scientist working on a planet called Delta Berxalon. You wonder what he's doing here? Designing women, perhaps? Sorry? This is the only piece of equipment in the lab that's totally unfamiliar to you. It appears biomechanical in nature, with a metallic skin that seems to expand and contract slightly. It's Dr. Bellows, Delta Berxalon's token evil scientist. It's just techie stuff. There is a Callahan Mahdi here. Seems you remember talking about those things to someone recently.
Hello, Doctor.
Janitor Wilco? What in blazes are you doing here?
Well, Doc, I got a distress call.
So why are you here?
Because I know it originated here. In fact, it was from Stellar Santiago.
You're out of your mind, Wilco. Now go away and leave me alone. I've got important work to do. Goodbye.
I know something's up here, Doc, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. You'll be sorry, pal.
Yes, whatever you say, Wilco. Just get out of my face.
Look at the big brain on Bellows.
You take possession of the Callahan Muddy.
And that's pretty much all we need.
Sir, I believe I may be able to tap myself into the PTS and perform a limited set of functions.
PTS?
Yes, sir. PTS, the Photo Triangulation System. It was installed as a crude backup navigational device to the modern navigational computer system. It's what you see before you mount it in the middle view screen.
Don't touch that. That wouldn't prove. It feels...
Photo triangulation system is a go. Oh yeah, taking some pictures.
This is the photo taken with the photo triangulation system. You peel apart the photo and negative from your first PTS image. You peel apart the photo and negative from the second PTS image. It's the first PTS photo negative. It's the first positive image from the PTS. Nothing happens. It's the negative from... Nothing happens. See, most games...
And then we're going to take the second negative.
What was that?
The PTS is online and working. We can now launch to polysorbate.
This looks like...
Let's see here. Delta Berxalon 5, polysorbate, or abort. Let's go to polysorbate.
What may I do for you, sir? Step over to the transport pad and I will beam you down to the surface of polysorbate.
Manual tosses you a transport signaler.
You can only use this from the place I beam you to.
Good to know. Oh, back here again. Well, at least I have my whole body this time. Hey, it's Master Blatz from Space Quest 3.
Yikes! Can it be? Why, yes it is. It's Fester Blatz, former owner and proprietor of Fester's World of Wonders, a cheesy little tourist trap on the desert planetoid of Fleabot. The t-shirt looks, and unfortunately smells, like the same one he wore on Fleabot. He has the expression of someone enjoying a permanent wedgie. He has aged somewhat. Looks like he's grown a few more neck rings. These last few years have been rough on him. From what you remember of him, he used to be kind of an aqua blue. Now he looks like a used lug liner, or the color of a Vorillion miner's loogie.
Yeah, this is the only place on the planet to get a good lobe piercing, I tell ya. And even though we don't have to, we do use only Lorshan quality body part piercing products. Less chance of pus buildup and drainage that way. That stuff tends to dull the erythrium coating on the hardware.
An empty tank of gen blood sits in the dust. A generic synthetic blood which was originally designed for use as a temporary blood substitute in the event of traumatic loss. It has become a favorite in the You Build a Beast Brotherhood.
Them syringes you can use with lidocaine if you got some. Sometimes you gotta give old Butch a jump start right at first. Yeah, I got them in a few months ago, fresh from the harvesting facility. Genuine dumb brand cranial stocks. Perfect for when just one or two accidental nicks from those amateur scalpels can render your home-built being useless as lips on a... Oh, never mind. Just rip out that old stock and slam in one of these little beauties and your home-built being will be carrying out your bidding in no time. Guaranteed. Brain-dead products have been a staple of the home-built being hobbyist for decades now. They make a fine line of adapter plugs which allow for cross-species component swapping. Means you'll be able to pick up parts anywhere other beings exist. Nice deal, huh? They also make a pretty fine moddy. Get tired of what kind of mood your droid, or spouse for that matter, is in? Why, you just slap in one of those babies and bingo! You can modify them into a whole new attitude. Find a wife type who won't pay some big buckazoids for that. Too bad the sale of them is illegal. About all I do is trade for them. It's one of them loopholes, guess you could say. Kinda developed a hobby of collecting the suckers.
What's special about this Abby Normal guy? Good night, Mr. Feldman, wherever you are. You look at it, but nothing strikes your fancy. You are visually unimpressed. This one's labeled fresh. By the looks of things around here, fresh is a very relative term.
This guy's nasty, picking his boogers and earlobes.
Now you know what happened to the infamous R2 line of droids. They've been reduced to carrying out the most trivial of tasks. Fester's using one for a gen blood blender. How sad. The R2 line of droids seemed like the hottest thing going in their day. Then they found that one little flaw in the programming. Unfortunately, the princess's personal life will never be quite the same.
Howdy, stranger. The name's Blatz. Fester Blatz. Welcome to Implants and Stuff. Go ahead. Have a look around at some of the most interesting replacement body components this lovely planetoid has to offer.
Oh, a nice fresh sales pitch.
It's the Callahan Modi you scavenged from Delta Burke Salon.
Let's
You
see if
poke
we can
it.
make a trade.
Hello there, Mr. Blatz. I think I have something you might be interested in.
Think so, hey?
Oh, I really think you'll find it interesting.
Ooh! Why, I'd love to take that off your hands. Of course, you realize that it's illegal to sell those, but I could trade you for something. Look around and see what interests you.
I could really use a cyberspace jack.
Tell you what, I'll trade you for one of those fine specimens in the case. What do you say?
No, I want the jack or it's no deal.
Oh, now take it easy, Sonny. I think we can do business.
I'm glad you see it my way. It's been a pleasure. Take care, Fester. I gotta fly.
Oh, look, she got a little pimp now.
Let's not, and say we did. She says, "Scrump off, you little felchmonger."
Those two look like people my mom warned me about. I think I should avoid them.
In this galaxy,
My sole purpose is to help you, sir.
Now we're gonna head back to Delta Burke Salon. It's time to get on the information superhighway.
You press the Lab B button, but the Ascendo pad doesn't move. Apparently you need some sort of clearance to get to Lab B.
Boo.
So it won't open. I didn't want to go to Lab B anyway.
Lab B is for bitches. Oh, yeah. Time to get jacked in. Groovy. See you next video. Thanks for watching.